What is up, everybody? Happy Monday, happy Motivation Monday, happy day 8 quarantine Monday, whatever it is you guys are out there looking at. First off, I just want to say thanks for joining me. Thanks for coming by today. And what I wanted to discuss today is a little word that you've all heard and that we all hear all the time called habits. And what exactly do those habits play, and how exactly do those habits play in our lives on a regular basis, right? So everything that you're dealing with today, everything that is in your life today is out of some form of habit that you have built, meaning your life is a direct reflection of the habits that you've created, whether that's financially, whether that's physically, whether that's emotionally, whether that's in your relationships, whatever that is, however those things for you are in your world, it all comes down to habits. All right. So what I want to share with you today is a little, just a little bit about what are the habits that you need to create. Because again, we're in this uncertain time, right? We're in this time now where all things have changed. Whether you like it or not, whether I like it or not, our lives have changed forever. How we do business, how we live life right now has changed, and it's going to change forever. So let's look at a couple quotes real quick. Depending on what they are, our habits will either make us or break us. Why? Because we become what we repeatedly do. That comes from Sean Covey, right? And I love Horace Mann's quote, habit is a cable. We weave a thread each day, and at last we cannot break it. It's an important piece, cannot break it. Remember that as we go along in today's session, okay? Because we don't actually break habits, we create new ones. But think about it as that cable, and as it weaves, it gets stronger and stronger and stronger until it's something that we do always. Why? Because our brain is always looking for efficiency. It's always trying to make it easier. That's the hardest part about us, about our lives, is because we're trying to always fight our natural progression of being easier. Our brain wants to make the easier way, right? So welcome to week 2 of quarantine, which means it's a perfect time to reflect on where you are now and looking forward to where you want to be, because this is going to pass. Where do you want to be when this thing is over? Where do you want to be when they release this? Okay? Because success, I want you to use that word, but remember, success is something different to us all, right? Some of us, it's bigger, some of it's small. It doesn't matter. What is success to you? But remember, success is a process, not a destination. It's a personal journey of discovery as you work through challenges, reflect on your wins, and keep showing up as the person you want to be, being the best version of you, not being somebody else you don't have to be. Everything is already inside of you. And one of the most powerful tools that we leverage on this journey are our habits. The more empowering actions you take on autopilot, the more fulfilling your life becomes. So listen, this week, let's reflect on habits that truly create your life. Look at where it's at, because things have changed. Your life has changed. My life has changed, right? I like to get up at 5:30 in the morning. I like to be at the gym by 6:30 in the morning. And they said, you can't do that anymore, Jeremy, right? I love to speak around the world, around the country. I love to do these things that you're seeing now live on Facebook. I love to do them in person so I can see the people, so I can feel the energy. Guess what they said? Nope, can't do that anymore. So the things that I love the most are gone. And now I got to reflect, and I got to look at what are the things now that I have to create so that I can have the life and the fulfillment that I want. But look at your habits. Do they help or do they hinder you? Which habits do you need to nurture? Which habits do you need to do more of? And which do you need to create new ones over? Because listen, we don't break habits, we create new ones over them. I want you guys to really get that today, because when you have that habit, right? A smoker, they're always a smoker. They're always, when they talk to them, it's usually the habit of grabbing it and lighting it is what is the part that they miss. Because you can change your body. You can get rid of the nicotine habit. You can get rid of that, right? You can even put a patch on for the time being. But the habit of actually grabbing it, feeling it, touching it is what we have to recreate something over it. And there's so many things in our lives that do that. This is an opportunity right now for you to be able, listen, you wanted to learn how to meal prep and cook better? Now's your chance. This is amazing. I was outside the other day on Sunday, actually, and I've never seen so many people walking up the hills and around. I saw so many kids outside on scooters with their parents. And I'll be honest with you, I was excited. I was like, man, I hope this is the new normal. I hope that we're going to get out and be in nature and actually get outside and move and use this earth for what it's meant to be used for and get away from all the things that have been dragging us down. Listen, this is a chance for you thrust into this situation to actually create new habits. Create them right over the top of those old ones so that they never come back. And because I'll tell you this, habits ultimately come from inside. They come inside because it's our identity that we have to change. It's the belief in ourselves that we have to change. And I give you, I believe it's in James Clear's book, Atomic Habits, and he talks about the two brothers, twin brothers, both been smoking for 20 years, right? Same guys, same genetic build, right? Same everything. And one of them, and they're standing there, and one guy hands the one a cigarette, and he says, no thanks, I'm trying to quit. And he hands the same cigarette to the other brother, and the other brother says, no thank you, I'm not a smoker. I hope you see the subtle difference. One is trying to quit, and one is saying, that ain't me. What are the habits right now that we need to change? What are the habits that we need to create so that you take on the identity of the best version of you, of being your optimal self? Because listen, it's right here. This is your chance. And I hope you guys feel it. I hope you guys see it. I look forward to sharing these with you and moving on, right? But remember, we don't break habits, we create new ones, okay? And I'll give you guys a little exercise for today. This is kind of fun to do. I hope you enjoy it. But write down a goal. It could be financial, business, personal, weight loss, whatever, anything you want. Just make it absolutely meaningful to you and stretch yourself a little bit, okay? It's gotta be meaningful and it's gotta stretch you a little bit. And then I want you to do this. Simply ask yourself and write it down. Who do I need to become to make this happen? What are the habits and routines that person does to get those results? Because that's the identity that you want to take on, right? You probably have heard this before. I've heard several great authors state it, but it's not about the goal. The goal is a target. But where we win and what the real truth of the goal is who we become in the process. Who do you become in the process? That's where the fulfillment lies. That's where the beauty lies. So again, write it down, stretch yourself, and then ask yourself that question, who do I need to become? Because that's the identity that you need. That's what's going to take you. So when this ban is lifted on us, when it's time to get back to this new normal, when it's time to stretch out, that it's like a cocoon right now, that when that thing breaks, man, these beautiful butterflies are going to fly out of here. And humanity and the world it's going to be better than we've ever known it. So I hope you take part. I hope you find it. Again, post in the comments if you have questions. I would love to talk more. If there's something you want to talk about specifically, let us know because we'd love to help you. All right. Tune in tomorrow. We're going to talk about the power of decision. I'm going to try to layer these things together. So after today, right, getting you to understand that it's not about breaking a habit. It's about creating a new one. It's not about the goal. It's about who we become in the process. And then finally, and then tomorrow, we'll talk about the power of decision and some tricks and tips to make you really, really put this thing to work into your life today. All right, guys. I hope you have an incredible Monday, and we'll see you tomorrow. Take care.